everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing your love life in the next 6 months. So as usual, timing can change, so it might be a little bit over 6 months and there might be a little bit of like career or abundance in there as well. We're just going to focus mainly on your love life, but we're going to see if there's anything that wants to trickle in there. So we have 4 groups as usual. We have group number 1 with the clear quartz, group 2 with the tourmalated quartz, group 3 with the crackle quartz, and group number 4 with the opalite. So please choose your group and let's get started. Thank you so much for being here, and as usual, all the timestamps are in the description box and in the comment section. And also, if you would like a private reading from myself, please message me before inquiring about a reading, as my rates can change and my availability. Also, you can purchase through Instagram or my email, and if you would like to have a look at my crystal shop, please do. All the information is down below as well, where I sell these rings and things like that. So let's get started with group number 1 with the clear quartz point. Hello, group number 1, let's get started with your reading. Let's see what's happening for your love life in the next 6 months. So I do feel this is going to be more of a generalized reading. I do feel like there's going to be other messages in here, so we're just going to see what else wants to come through. Okay, so first of all, we're going to start off with the tarot. We're going to get some tarot messages in here first. So your main energy is the 10 of Swords. Interesting. So this is a new deck. I actually had this gifted to me by a lovely subscriber, so thank you to who gifted this to me. This is called the Field Tarot, to anyone who's interested. So this is the 10 of Swords, Despair. So this energy feels actually really nice. Like, looking at the picture, you wouldn't think it would be very nice, but it actually looks really, really nice. The energy feels like it feels really easy. So let's see what's going on for you guys. So first of all, I feel like a lot of you guys are working on intimacy. That's like a really big thing for a lot of you guys. You're working on intimacy with yourself, with others. Can you see how they're all like looking away? That's really interesting. Like, you're kind of struggling to kind of come to terms with looking at people. Like, I feel like you're worried about getting close to people. You're worried at kind of like looking ahead. It's kind of like a sense of like fears coming up for a lot of you guys who've chosen this group. But I feel like there's a massive, massive change within you. I feel as if this feels really effing positive. And we have defeat. So at the moment, you probably are feeling very, very uncomfortable, very sensitive. So I have got some good news to tell you. If you're feeling like that, there's definitely a lot that you are gaining from this. Okay, so we have resilience with the 9 of Wands. So can you see, like, there's definitely this element of like trying to hold on, trying to see like, is this actually going to happen? Is there going to be anything coming into my life? So first of all, I do feel like some of you guys could meet someone within the next 6 months, but I do feel like it's more to do with friendship. I do see a lot of you guys are definitely 100% going to get into a relationship, but it feels more like over a year. It could be 6 months, but of course timing does fluctuate. If it's anything of 6 months, like if it is 6 months, it's going to be a surprise. But the perspective feels really lovely. What I love about this is you are basically creating yourself. You are coming into your own power. You have got so much perspective on the way things are now, and I feel like even though things feel really difficult, things are actually becoming a lot more easier for you. And it might not feel like it right now, but you are literally have gone over the hump of the hard, difficult stuff. So basically, what I'm feeling is you're kind of, every time you get to the fear, you kind of like back off, but now you've kind of gone over it. So you might have done some healing, you might have had some therapy, you might have kind of really changed your diet. There's a sudden like shift within you, and it feels really, really positive. So we have the 10 of Swords with despair, the Star, disappointment, 5 of Cups, 2 of Discs with change, Princess of Swords with curiosity, and independence with the Queen of Swords. So what I love about this is we have this woman and she's kind of looking away for the first 3 cards. Then there's this sudden change within you, and you're slowly starting to look forward again. So what I'm feeling is there's a different, oh my God, can't talk, a definite sense of you finding your way, and it's going to take a little bit of time. I do feel like 6 months is actually a really good timing for a lot of you guys. Like, the 6 months could actually be when you finally find like love again, or you finally find the love of your life, in terms of like, it could be over 6 months. So I don't feel like it's literally within the 6 months, it'll be after the 6 months. But I feel like this feels so important. Like, I know it's really difficult. I know you're struggling to find clarity, but basically if you're struggling, especially with like anything, sorry guys, a little bit of fluff there. If you're struggling with any type of situation where you are not fully comfortable, I do feel there's going to be a massive shift for you, and it's going to feel a lot more clearer. You just got to wait it out and do your best to regulate your emotions and treat yourself as well. Like, I feel like there's a sense of like needing to treat yourself. So we have change. So I do feel like you might meet someone. Actually, yes, you're definitely going to meet someone on your way to this change. I feel as if you might meet someone through even like therapy in some capacity. It might be after you've had therapy, something might suddenly free up in your life and you feel like you want to like talk to somebody, or you might want to talk to an old friend. There's a sense of something opening up and like cracking. It feels like an egg. It's like cracking, and this kind of reminds me of like yin and yang. So it kind of possibly you're working on your masculine and your feminine side. So you're basically learning to love yourself more, and you also learn to kind of push yourself more. So what I love about this is because you've gone through all of this crappy crap, which isn't fun, but it's also necessary, you are basically feeling so much more independent, and therefore there's a lot more newness coming towards you. I'm hearing your old life is gone and is going, and your old life, it isn't the fact that you're losing anything, you're essentially gaining more. It's kind of like you're starting a new piece of art. It's like you've done a piece of art, you've done all that. It's kind of like, you know what, I'm bored, I want to do a new piece of art. It doesn't, a new piece of art, it doesn't mean that that piece of art is useless or worthless. It basically means that you've added that into your bank of, you know, experience, and then you're starting this new piece of art, and it's like you're creating something new. It's not like I'm completely disposing of this piece of art, it's no longer like in use. It's like, that was my experience, gonna take that, put that in the bank of my life, and then I'm basically just gonna move forward and use what I have learned to go forward. So basically there's a sense of like letting go of pressure, and something I feel like is going to let go of some pressure is to meditate. And also I'm feeling like you're rubbing your temples on your head, and it kind of like relaxing you. I feel like there's a need for you to kind of come back to your body and like touching your body more, and possibly like if when you moisturize your body or you shower, like kind of like slow it down and kind of like come back to your body, because I feel like your body's going through a lot of releasing of trauma. And it feels quite intense. It feels very rough and raw, which is essentially what we're all going through at the moment. There's a lot of like people with shit coming up, which is not fun to deal with, but sometimes we just gotta deal with it. But if somebody is kind of like projecting stuff onto you, it doesn't mean you have to deal with it, okay? Especially if you're an empath and you are very highly sensitive. You know, it's not your job to regulate somebody else's emotions unless you're literally like a licensed therapist or a licensed healer or something like that. It's not your job to change someone's behaviour. It's not your job to assist them and be that kind of like healer for them. They've got to do it for themselves. So I do feel as if you are going to definitely be attracted to a different type of partner than you've ever been attracted to. Of course, I'm talking to my single people or people kind of on the fence of like wanting a new partner. I do feel as if you're going to be connected to a completely different person and different friends. Like you've basically had to learn how to come back to yourself and not to surrender your entire personality to somebody else out of fear of like being alone or being abandoned. You're basically really working on some deep wounds, especially to do with your relationship to your parents, the sense of self-worth. I feel like also some of you guys might be getting a tattoo. Also, how pretty are these cards? They're so gorgeous. Like when they're together, they look so pretty. So what I love about this is this feels actually really good. This feels like I'm no longer in that position anymore, but now I have to wait for something to come along, because the start is divine timing. That's why I feel like it's after 6 months, because that just clarifies, guys, you have nothing to worry about. Like just because it hasn't happened right now doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It just feels as if there's a sense of big change and you have to just wait for that change to come along. And there might be feelings of disappointment, but it doesn't mean that that's what actually your future is. It might just be how you're feeling now about the past, and that's completely fine. Work with those emotions. What are those emotions telling you, you know? But also remember to distract yourself sometimes and kind of get out of your house, because that it can also be quite overwhelming. But there's a lot of swords here as well, so there's a lot of mental information that's kind of coming through, but use what you're feeling to kind of fuel you forward. So if you guys are just feeling really uncomfortable, just recognize that, you know, to really regulate your emotions by helping yourself, and also try to get out of your comfort zone to kind of like expand yourself a little bit more. Maybe be around some new people or something like that. What's the other thing I was thinking of? Maybe start a new hobby, or literally just sleeping more and resting more, because there's so many different ways that we can help ourselves. Okay, so we're going to get a couple of these cards, and then we're going to have a look into the astrology cards. I love these cards. They're actually really one of my favourite decks. This is from Etsy, by the way, guys. Okay, I mean, come on. Divine timing. I mean, you guys are really suffering with timing at the moment, which I totally understand. Whoa. My throat chakra is doing something. Hi. Isolated, contemplation and reflect, and then we have balance. Exactly. That is exactly what you guys are going through. Yes, it's hard. Yes, I know it's difficult. Yes, it feels rough and raw and like you want to just like bury your head in the sand, but doesn't mean you have to like completely abandon everything. This needs to go, that needs to go over there. Okay, so I feel as if the planning essence of this is basically saying, like, first of all, start with your body. How does your body feel in this moment? Like, does it feel stressed? Does it feel anxious? Does it feel relaxed? Like, where do you feel any tension? And then relaxing your shoulders, like relaxing your neck, relaxing possibly your eyes a little bit, and just take a few like deep breaths, because I feel like there's a sense of like needing to regulate your body first. Then when you do that, regulating your external world. So what I'm feeling is, like I'm saying, like, it's more about the internal and then the external. We've got contemplation, then we've got the sun. Sun is very active. Sun is like go, 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 go. This is where I want to be. This is where I want to go. And then we have the feminine. So we definitely have the feminine and the masculine here. Feminine is be receptive and tune into your emotions. Yin, moon, cold. So a lot of you guys haven't been taught, none of us really have ever been taught to regulate our emotions, and realizing that a lot of trauma is stored in the body. So you may be feeling something, but it might not actually be what's actually going on. I'm not saying what you're feeling is wrong or fake. It's nothing to do with that. Basically, it's your body catching up with your emotions. So what I'm feeling is, what I'm really feeling is to do something right now, presently, to help yourself to get to where you want to go in the future. So say if you really want a relationship, what are the aspects of a relationship that you want? How can you bring that into your life? So say if you really want somebody who's committed, are you committed to your life? You know, are you committed to things that you love? Are you committed to your self-care? Do you like someone who really looks after their body? Do you look after your body? You know, those things, which I know can be really uncomfortable, but if you want somebody who's really like mature and regulated, I feel that's a really important thing to do. But it doesn't mean you have to do anything perfectly. You've got to do it your way. You can't do it anybody else's way. So I do feel as if there's going to be some sort of planning of a career or a new life purpose coming in for you guys. So if you are kind of feeling a little bit down or confused about where you are right now, it's just things adjusting, it's things aligning. It's kind of like, I kind of get this sense of like a puzzle, and then you've got like one piece, but you're kind of like, it doesn't really fit right, but it just will take time to kind of adjust it. It's like, does it go this way, this way, this way? But then when you finally put the piece in, it's like, I can see the picture. That is what this is. It's like contemplation, then you're balancing yourself out, planning and moving forward. And moving forward is basically like, just your energy will just suddenly change. I think it's part of the collective energy. This reading, but a lot of it is to slow down and also figure out where you are. So I don't feel like this is going to change overnight. It's going to happen probably over the next 2 to 3 months, but it's going to be really good for you, and it's going to feel really, really nice. And I really love that. I just feel like resting is so important for this group. I think a lot of you guys are feeling really burnt out, and I'm feeling like you're actually lacking sleep and hydration. So right now, if you haven't got any water, go get some water, and I'll be waiting. Let's pause the video. Go get some water or something. Okay, so the main card, I kept it separate. Yay me. It reminds me of London Tipton from The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Yay me. Okay, anyway, I don't even watch that, but I've seen loads of clips of it and I've got it in my head now. All right, Capricorn, beautiful. This is literally what I was talking about. Planning, structure, the 10th house of long-term goals, reputation, things like that. That's all tied into your love life. It's like, how am I showing up for myself? Where are my boundaries? How am I getting my career moving forward in any certain aspect? And even if you're working on your emotions, that can actually be so good for your career, because you're starting to understand yourself more, so you can actually have a career that you really enjoy. Also, this can mean you are working with a Capricorn or Cancer, or you're around a Capricorn or Cancer. There will possibly be a sudden Capricorn or Cancer coming into your life for your career. It feels like a business meeting or some sort of connection. I'm seeing 2 people shaking hands. So this is possibly how you're going to meet possibly an ex-partner. Gemini. I didn't say ex, by the way, guys. If you thought I said ex, I said next partner. Also, it looks really cool from what I'm seeing in the viewfinder. That looks really cool. Like, it's suddenly like it's connecting. So it might be like a Cancer Capricorn. So that's really cool. And just picking up on one of my messages I always get is a stable table. I'm seeing a lot of you guys haven't felt very stable. It's almost like I'm seeing you're the table, and lots of people are shoving stuff on this table, and it's like you're finally free of this stuff. It's like, then the next scene is like the table's completely clear. So for a lot of you guys, this is basically people putting their crap on you and you're having to hold it. But if you actually say no to these people and just say like, I don't want to deal with this, then basically you're enabling and allowing yourself to have boundaries, and you're not holding people's shit because it's not yours, you know. So we have Gemini, Virgo and Libra. Something I'm also seeing as well is I'm seeing a sense of letting go of a Cancer, Capricorn, or Cancer or Capricorn. And then it's basically an immediate thing. It's like I suddenly find like I need to let this go, and it might come with letting go of a career because maybe they're your colleagues, releasing that, and then basically you're meeting a Gemini and Virgo. possibly, and then creating much more balance in your love life, which is so lovely, and I love that for you guys. So I will pull a couple of months of the year. I do like pulling these, even though this is a 6-month reading. I kind of want to just see what months want to come up. It always kind of fascinates me. So we have January. If it's not in the 6 months, just take it as it resonates. And we have December. So thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day. Rates are down below. Please message me before purchasing, as my rates can change and my availability. Crystal shop is also down below. Thank you very much for all of your support. I really appreciate you guys, and I'll never stop appreciating you guys. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I will speak to you soon. Also, my guides always remind me of this. It's so random. Like, they remind me at random times. If you guys want to put, if you guys want to, oh my God, I can't talk. If you guys want to click the subscribe button and the bell, some of you guys I know come from when you get notified, so that's great. If you guys want to get notified on my videos, please feel free. If not, that is totally fine. You do you, girl. All right, thank you so much, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Thank you so much for being here. I just saw a massive fire being lit for you guys. Like, I just saw someone just having a fireplace, and they just go and it went. And it was like really interesting, and I also heard releasing and revealing the past. So wow, like you guys have got some heavy like energy. It feels like a big thick blanket's being like pushed over you, but it feels like a cocooning. It feels like you're trying to cocoon yourself. So if you're feeling really overwhelmed, maybe a weighted blanket or a blanket over you would be quite nice. Maybe get a blanket while watching this video if it's cold enough. I know a lot of you guys are in like the hot weather at the moment. Okay, so we have Untitled Quartz. I love this. As I always say, if you've ever chosen this crystal in a group, it is really good for shadow work. So that makes sense about releasing the past. I'm also picking up like a sense of really clear vision. So some of you guys might suddenly have glasses or contacts, or you might have gone to the opticians and it just like suddenly something changed in your vision and it just feels really clear. Maybe, I don't know, like a surgery on your eyes, or it could be something around the eye area. I'm seeing things clearly, but it feels really nice. It doesn't feel like a impactful kind of scary thing. It feels like I feel like I can see things more clearer, like I can see more colour. Maybe some of you guys even have like colour glasses where you can see colour easier. It just feels really nice, so I like it. All right, so let's have a look at your tarot first, and then we'll have a look at the astrology cards. Okay, so this is the field tarot. If you guys are interested, I actually got gifted from a wish list, so thank you to the subscriber who did that. So we have Princess of Discs Manifestation. Hello, look how beautiful she is. I mean, wow, I get this massive sense of freedom and trust, which is so nice. Also, this is so random, but I suddenly need to pee. And when I actually do readings, that sometimes happens, and it's not normally me. Sometimes it's like the person I'm reading for, because it's like suddenly. So like if you guys need to pee, go pee, okay? And that's so random, but you know. Anyway, manifestation, Princess of Discs. This is really nice. This is like revealing. Something is revealing itself. Your emotions are coming up to the forefront. Something's being revealed. I'm hearing enlightenment. Oh guys, I love this. Some of you guys are really, it sounds so random, but embracing your skin color and your skin, your skin, or your something to do with the outside of you. So like your clothes, your skin, your body. It could be your skin is possibly, not where you want it to be, but you're suddenly like really appreciating it. I'm picking up for some of you guys, it might be your actual skin tone or skin color. You've never really liked it, or you've possibly been treated differently because of that type of skin color, whatever. There's something about the tone of how you feel about it, but also possibly the literal skin tone. I don't know, there's something about it. So it might be like a cultural thing, or it might just be because you feel quite insecure about it. There's something there, and it's something to do with you seeing things clearer. It's almost like an insecurity suddenly lifted off you. The weight has been lifted. Oh, look at him, he's like, yes. This is the King of Cups, so he's really beautiful. You're definitely manifesting a person, definitely. Some of you guys, it will be in the 6 months. It might be after the 6 months, so just take it as it resonates. A lot of you guys, it will be slightly after, so maybe like 7 months. For a lot of you guys, you are definitely manifesting more masculine. So even if it's not a partner, because of course not everyone's interested in a masculine partner, but it also might be you're just manifesting more male friends. They will be masculine friends, so it could be like I don't feel like it's a female who's a masculine energy. It feels more like I think just more stable people, like you're manifesting more stable people, and they're coming in slowly. Like they do feel more Taurian. Okay, so we have beginnings. So we got a little booty showing. She's like, hey, she feels free. Can you see how like she's looking away? So she's ready to kind of go forward. She's ready to kind of do her own thing. And she's not really worried about looking back. Like, it's like, I don't really care about the past anymore. In terms of it controlling her, of course, you know, looking at the past can also be very helpful, but it doesn't control her anymore. So a lot of you guys have had very deceptive relationships. The fox is really, really showing up for me. Like the fox and the deer, like are really like coming at me. So the spirit animal of the fox and the deer, very, very important. So have a look and see what that means for you. It might be the energy of the animal. It could be the representation of what sort of personalities they have. What I'm feeling is deception. The fox can be very sly. I love foxes, like I love them. So I feel bad saying all these things about foxes because honestly I think they're so cute. But they do have an energy of being very sly and kind of sliding their way into places. This person feels like a person, and it feels like you have always kind of been your most authentic self, or tried to be, or kind of always been very like giving, nurturing, that sort of thing. Probably like the mum or the dad of a friendship group. The deception feels like you're not going to know what's going to hit you. I think a lot of you guys have had a lot of air sign people, moon, rising or sun, who have been particularly very deceptive. And it doesn't have to be air sign, but the swords are showing me like somebody who's very good at emotionally manipulating. So not, of course, not all air signs are emotionally manipulating. It doesn't have to be like that. But this fox knows what he's doing, and it feels really wrong. Like it feels like somebody is trying to snake their way into your life. This feels like the past. This doesn't feel like now, but I'm just hearing be very careful of people who you, if your intuition okay, words, Vicky. If your intuition hits you and says this isn't good, try to work with how you feel emotionally. So if you're around somebody and you feel a little bit anxious, I don't feel that that's always a good thing. Like you should really feel safe around people. Like the whole butterflies thing. I mean, I thought it was always like, oh, I'm nervous, I'm excited. Yes, there can be a nervous excitement, but a lot of the time your intuition is trying to warn you this person probably isn't very good for you, because you're trying to maybe be somebody or not. This is you releasing it. So there could be somebody still in your life, could even be a parent, a sibling. I feel like also for some of you guys, this is a really specific message. I could honestly go on about this card for ages. I'm trying not to, but the person I'm also hearing is an old friend or a family member who you don't see anymore, particularly a father figure who is trying to slide back into your life. If you're not comfortable with somebody who you've literally cut off, this person will respect your boundaries, but I do feel like they might try one more time to come back in. Doesn't feel like an ex, it feels like a family member. It feels like you don't have like a physical tie to them. Like it feels like not like an intimate tie. I mean like somebody who you know, like a friend or someone. It could be a colleague. It feels like somebody who really messed you over. And you're into, oh my God, I actually didn't realize that said intuition. So the intuition, Queen of Cups, you all know exactly what to do. And what I love about this is when I look at this, it's so easy to kind of read, because sometimes the tarot can be quite confusing. This feels so clear. What I'm seeing is we have the Queen of Cups and we have the King of Cups. This guy, is this their partner? They're saying possibly. This is somebody they're trying to manifest. Okay, so this is somebody who is, trying to manifest. So this is you manifesting who you want and working on yourself. Realizing that a lot of people were very deceptive and you're kind of moving forward, feeling really fucking good about yourself. Also, she's beautiful. I love her dress. That's so beautiful. And then you're going into more of the Hierophant, where you're looking at things at a high level, using a lot of that wisdom that you've been given through those uncomfortable experiences, realizing that you are fucking gorgeous, you're beautiful, and you are exactly where you're meant to be right now as a sensitive, genuine person who is loving and is light and does not deserve to be fucked over by, a deceptive person. So this fox, I feel like you're going to have a lot of forgiveness towards this energy. It may come with a bit of anger. First of all, I'm getting a bit of resentment in my jaw. When your jaw locks up, sometimes that can be resentment, sometimes. And I'm feeling like you are leveling up. I'm hearing level up, level up, level up. I don't even really like that song. It comes up a lot in my readings, recently anyway. I think a lot of us are leveling up, leveling up. So the innocence is, I love this. I love just these creatures are beautiful. I think it's a fawn or a deer. I'm not entirely, are they the same thing? I don't know. But anyway, the deer, let's just say Bambi. Bambi. The deer here is basically saying you're accepting yourself for who you are, and you're then manifesting this person because you're now able to be open and be emotionally aware of who's around you. You're not basically just being around people just because it's easier. Like, you're actually saying, like, I actually really like your energy, I want to be around you more. And I definitely feel like this could be a masculine who's really fucking supportive. It could be a partner. It does feel like a friend at first. It feels like somebody who, it could even be a colleague, it could even be a therapist. I mean, I don't know if anyone actually ever gets with their therapist, but maybe your therapist could be like the gateway to opening yourself up and therefore manifesting somebody new. But this person feels like they have their shit together, like where it has like this very, very square kind of chair. It's very concrete, very like strong. This person is so self-aware, but they're also very grounded. They're very, very attractive. They're not like, it's not even like a sexy quality as in like, oh wow, I love their abs or I love their body. It's like sexy as in they can regulate their emotions. Like, how sexy is that? I mean, someone who is really, really open, empathic and gets you, that is this person. But you're right now, you might be alone. You might not alone, but might be alone, like single. Basically, this is you right now on your path. 6 months in, you're probably going to get to this point and then to this point. So this guy could come a little bit later than 6 months, but so much information. But I love these two because I feel like they're the same energy. This feels like the exact same energy. And this person could also be a past life person because, yeah, actually definitely are, because they're really supporting you on your journey. And can you see how it's like flowers and then flowers behind? It's like, this is you now accepting your sensitivities and the parts of you that you probably used to never like. Oh, guys, that was a lot of information. Okay, so let's get you some more cards about your love life. And let's see if there's anything that wants to come through. We have the fire card. This is 30. Life is forged where there has been destruction. 100%. That's exactly what I was feeling. That energy of like people trying to mess you around deliberately, like they don't care, which I think is just yucky. Like, ugh, no, sis, no. 35, 1. I'm picking up on like skyscrapers, and those skyscrapers are like, so you know when you go into a city or you live in a city, if you are, obviously the buildings are higher than you, so you always feel like smaller than the buildings. So you sometimes, like for me, I feel very kind of like stuffed in when I'm in a city a lot of the time. It's that feeling of, what's the word? Can you give me the word, please? Overwhelmed. There's something else. When somebody's trying to get like dominance over you, that's kind of the energy that I'm picking up on. It's kind of like something that you're releasing now. Ah, isn't that lovely? He's literally in the same position where the King of Cups was. That's exactly what it is. You guys are really working on your masculine side. We have fire, which is very masculine. So we have the number 22, which is all about, you know, yin yang. It's all about balance. It's all about duality. So we have socks. Life can't always be lived to the fullest. Being a homebody. Don't let your socks stop you from feeling the grass. Introspective, coziness and complacency. A lot of you guys are also organising your house. It's actually really good for your energy, and it's really good for your yin yang energy. A lot of you guys are going to introduce your mans or your womans to your house. I'm seeing you guys bringing a male into your home, and it being like, it feels really authentic, like it feels really divinely timed. So that's what I like, definitely. So with this fire energy, this feels like a lot of you guys are burning bridges with people and things, and a lot of you guys are coming more into your spirituality. You might have only recently just woken up, which, hi, if you have, welcome to the world of spirituality. It's a very interesting time, very helpful though if you're very sensitive. But then we have wisdom, inner knowing and poise. It feels as if like you're no longer trying to be this type of person, you're just literally being yourself. And that could mean wearing things that you always were scared of wearing, you know, and then people are more noticing you, and then maybe you might meet your masculine or your feminine when you're out because you're wearing something that you fucking love, and they notice you and they're like, damn, I need to talk to that person. I'm also hearing a lot of you guys are going to be exchanging gifts, exchanging cards, like exchanging contact numbers, maybe at a bar. I'm seeing like literally if this was like a contact card, like literally being like slid like that, that's what I'm seeing. So that feels really nice. So you're definitely starting something new. There's definitely a person coming towards you, which is really nice. And we have the yang, sun and heat. That is very significant because we have fire and then we have the sun and heat. So there's definitely something like being ignited and then something's coming in. A lot of you guys could actually have like a really strong download or a dream about this person because it feels as if it feels like spirituality and intuition's coming into it. because, you know, as I say, like, spirituality isn't for me a religion. It can be for a lot of people, but for myself personally, it's just a way of life. So when I say spirituality, I don't mean like you have to have crystals and sage and all that stuff. That's just part of it. But what I'm feeling is it feels like this person right now is trying to come into your energy. So you might actually feel quite physically exhausted. And that's because you're basically upgrading. So go you girl. Go you girl. But this feels really nice. I feel like some of you guys could have somebody who acts like, you know, the energy of Labradorite. So the energy of Labradorite is very sensitive. It's very empathic. It's really good at helping you get in tune with your intuition. It's almost like a Pisces, Sag, Aquarius energy. So it could be, I definitely feel like you're definitely going to manifest somebody who is very spiritual. They just literally accept you for who you are. They have so much space, which I freaking love, especially if it is a masculine or a male. Yeah, lovely. They're very accepting of everyone, which I love. They have so much personality. Like, when you first meet them, they're really Capricornian, like they're quite closed off. I'm hearing you're not going to meet somebody who, the person I'm talking about isn't the person you're talking to right now, unless you really feel like everything I'm explaining is that person. Because I do feel like the person you're attracting is somebody who you may have had to work on yourself before you meet this person, because you're basically coming into a much more comfortable space than yourself. Like, this person isn't intense in terms of like they're trying to change you. They're really open, they're really genuine, and they're very mature. They don't have a judgment bone in their body, really. They may have done when they were younger, but now they've done the work themselves. They can see you for who you are. They're not seeing you as, I want you for this. They're just basically, you know, seeing you for who you are. There's a motorbike going past. This person might have a motorbike, like a really big, like I don't know, one that goes like a really, wow, what was that impression? It's really like big ones, the big ones. Okay, guys, anyone who knows motorbikes, okay, just please like bear with me. Harley Davidson, is that the right one? Oh my god, I hope that is literally a bicycle brand. Okay, Capricorn underneath. So this person has Capricorn traits, but there might not be a Capricorn sun. It might be like moon, rising, Mars, you know, something like that. I don't know what that accent was. They might be from Texas. I don't know, guys. Okay, so yeah, this person might actually be really good at accents. They might be an actor, a voice actor, something where they're actually able to like express themselves without, you know, any sort of like judgment. They literally just like blurt, like say stuff, but it feels really cute and fun. This person adds value to your life, and I do feel like it's around a new moon this person could come in. I feel like really randomly as well, they're going to add masculine energy into your life. So if you're not attracted to masculines, this will most likely be a friend, okay? Because it does feel like this person's very, very masculine. I mean, it could be that this person is a masculine female and they just kind of come in any form, you know, whatever the form is, whether it's a friend, a co-worker, a girlfriend, you know, whatever it is. It feels like this person has very strong masculine qualities, and they're very good with career. This person might be, what's the word? Collaborating with them for your career, and that's how you meet them. But it feels as if you're basically, your career is going to expand. It's going to accelerate. It's almost like you're getting more clients, or you are finally getting a job you really enjoy and you're really rolling with it and it feels really good. And then suddenly something shifts within how you are with yourself. You now feel more comfortable with yourself, to express yourself, more confident, and therefore this person comes in because you have much more confidence. You're no longer pushing yourself down. Okay, I literally, guys, I'm so sorry, I literally forgot to give the main card of what you guys had. You guys had the third house of intellect. So this is literally Gemini. So, you know, it doesn't really matter, but it's the third house. So basically you could meet this person through researching things, and then you finally meet them through like Instagram or something. It could be an Instagram account you follow. It could be a Facebook account you follow. It is also to do with like the mind and thinking. So it could be something to do with you like a course. Could be something to do with therapy in some form. It could also be somebody who works at a school, or a nursing, getting nursing as well. So something like that. This person has very strong Capricorn qualities, that's for sure. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you'd like a private reading, please message me before getting one. I have an Instagram and an email, so if you guys want to do that, please feel free. Also, if you would like to look at my crystal shop, that's down below. And also, if you would like to click the bell and subscribe, you're welcome to. I don't normally say it, but for some reason I feel drawn to do that today. So if you ever want to do that, go for it, girl. If not, no worries. Okay, thank you so much for being here. Have a lovely day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Hello, my lovely group number 3. Let's get started with your reading. Okay, so let's have a look. We have the beautiful crackle quartz. I love her. She's always one of my favourite crystals. I know I say that a lot. I know I do. A lot of them are my favourite crystals. Okay, I'm a crystal girl. Okay, what can I say? Alright, so let's have a look at your tarot first of all. So let's see what's going on in your love life. Oh, hi. Oh my god, this gives me such good vibes. This reminds me of like Loki from Marvel, and like all of that kind of really powerful masculine sexual energy. Yes please. Okay, so that's really gorgeous. So let's get you some Mal. Let's get you some Mal cards. Let's see what else is going on. Ooh, hi. Also guys, this deck is the Field Tarot. I know probably a lot of you guys are going to ask me because it's such a stunning deck. This is the Field Tarot. Someone gifted it to me from my wish list. So if you guys are interested, then that is the deck that I'm using, the Field Tarot. This feels lovely. This feels like massive amounts of self-discovery. A lot of you guys are really stepping into things that have just made you, that used to make you feel very uncomfortable. Yeah, death, exactly. I love the death card in this. It's kind of a tiny bit freaky, but my Scorpio-ness is like, yes, yes, girl, yes. Okay, let's get one more. Okay, I want these two actually. Ooh, ooh, that feels interesting. Meditation. We have the universe, which, look how pretty that is. I want that on my wall. And then we have, I knew this guy. I knew this guy was going to come up. My hand was like, you need to get this card out from underneath. And I was going to put him there. So I feel as if this person is going to bring so much stability into your life. Is this someone new? They're saying it's fucking someone new, okay? They're very, very passionate about this one. So guys, I have so much to say. So first of all, stability. This man is the King of Pentacles, so he literally is a very, very, very masculine, stable person. So not to say you're going to have a masculine, because not everyone wants a masculine or a male, but this person has massive amounts of stability. They do feel very Taurian or earth signy. They feel more Taurus though, or could have Taurus qualities like Taurus Venus or Mars Moon, something like that. Could also be an Aquarius, maybe a Leo, but it feels more like an Aquarius or a Taurus. So I'm picking up like Aquarius and Taurus don't normally come together. Yeah, I actually feel that because I don't normally get Aquarius and Taurus in my readings at the same time. So that's quite interesting. So that may be how you feel about your love life right now. Like trying to manifest someone, like, you know, trying to manifest someone is quite difficult. At the moment it feels like a painful experience. So a lot of you guys are definitely feeling a little bit lackluster in your love life. So this person could easily come in the 6 months, might be a little bit after, might be, you know, a year and a half after. But I do feel as if this reading is really important in terms of preparing you for what you've got to look forward to, what you're going through and what you're going to look forward to. So first of all, the fact that we have the Ace of Wands energy is really important. I want to put this guy down, but I don't know where to put him. Let's put him over here. So, no, it doesn't feel right. Okay, let's just put him here. Okay, so what I'm feeling for you guys is you're really getting more comfortable with expressing yourself in various different ways. So getting more comfortable with expressing yourself with your mind. Like every time you have like a feeling, you're really kind of going with it, which I really like. There's a sense of like emotional regulation. Your person may have darker skin. They might be a person of colour. That's just kind of what I'm picking up on because we have another person colour here. Like we have like two beautiful people there. So I feel as if a lot of you guys are definitely doing the manifestation work and it's working. Like I feel as if things are coming together. And what I'm hearing is things might not feel like they're coming together. Like they might feel really mismatched and confusing. But what I'm seeing is a lot of you guys are becoming much more stable and therefore having to release a lot of uncomfortable feelings because, you know, we can't always be stable when we're holding on to trauma or the past, which, you know, is not a lot of it's not a fault of our own. Sometimes it's of what people have put on us or how we've dealt with things out of survival. But what I'm seeing is massive amounts of emotional regulation. We have Dreams, Princess of Cups. So you're slowly starting to become much more comfortable with the thought of having a relationship. A lot of you guys may really, really want one, but you might be actually really scared of the commitment. So there's definitely a sense of like getting used to having somebody else around you. We have Temperance, Death and Meditation. I love that we have meditation here because this Four of Cups isn't really ever kind of like, you know, mentioned as meditation. I've never seen that in any card deck. So I like that because I'm feeling this person. I mean, we have meditation, we have the universe. I mean, that doesn't get any more spiritual. So what I love about this is you're meeting somebody who's really on your wavelength. This person feels as if they're coming in like, I have literally no idea how they're coming in. We're going to pull some more cards, so I might be able to see where they're coming in, but it feels as if I don't actually know where they're coming in. It's kind of like it's a mystery to me, but it feels really nice. It feels as if you're shedding a lot of the past, and you might be really alone or feeling really alone right now. You might also be single, because you can feel uncomfortable and alone in a relationship too. So it doesn't mean necessarily you're single, but I feel like a lot of you guys have felt very alone. You may have had lack of friends. You might have been feeling very, very isolated. You might have not had a lot of people around you who get you. And I'm hearing, honey, it's going to be fine. Basically, you're having to shed a lot of those people, and it's actually a really good thing, because I'm hearing you won't want them around you anyway. Like, you would just stay stuck in that emotional turmoil hole, and you'd literally stay there. So I'm hearing it's no good for you to be around those people. Also, I think you're shedding a lot of sugar. A lot of you guys are really shedding sugar and things like that. Okay, so what I'm feeling is we have the universe here. So this is you basically coming into alignment with your dark side and your light side. The dark side isn't scary, but it does feel like a lot of shadow stuff. So you're coming together with both sides. Everything just feels like it's coming up. I mean, is it the word coming up daisies? Is that the right phrase? I've never used that phrase in my life, but it just feels really like it's meant to happen. With the King of Discs, power. He's really like ready to go. Like, he's really ready to meet you. So get prepared, guys. If this isn't a relationship, it will most likely just be somebody who's very fucking supportive. It might even be, for some of you guys, it sounds really random, but it might be like a teacher. So it might be somebody who's teaching you something in a class. It might be a driving instructor. It might be a course leader, something like that. And that may be how you even meet them. If not, it will just be somebody who's just really emotionally supportive and structurally supportive. So they're supporting you in what they're teaching you as well, which is like the best type of teacher, I think. Somebody who can just like look at their students and not judge them, because why would you? You know, why would you judge them? Okay, this is really important. This kind of reminds me of where you are right now and where you're kind of coming out of. So we have Frozen, not the film, but I just heard that in my mind. That's actually the first time I've heard that, and I've had this a lot of times, this card. Okay, I need to stop rambling. 9, we have 9, Frozen. Someone or something in the situation has gone cold. Some things are meant to remain in a state of winter. Others can thaw out and be brought back to life again. A challenge, bleak and dormant. This feels like, fuck me, I'm on my own. This feels like I'm walking on my own. I don't know where I am. I feel like I'm literally in this picture and I'm seeing all this around me, and it feels very alone. It feels quite scary, but it also feels very, very, very calming. So essentially, you guys are really ready to move to a new place, maybe even physically, but I feel emotionally, you're really raring to go to move somewhere new. Someone or something in a situation has gone cold has felt like a lot of you guys are coming away from something else. Yeah, exactly. I definitely feel like there's a massive change coming towards you. We have the near future, expect arrivals any day now. Presently, rapid, shortly. And then we have the sun. Guys, you're really coming. Isn't that amazing? We have Frozen, then we have the sun. Like, something is literally being thawed out and defrosted. So if any of you guys need to defrost any food right now, that's your reminder. Okay, I love my guides. They give me such fun information. We then have water, number 33. And we have confirmation. Yes. I love this. So your person who you're manifesting most likely is going to be a water sign or an earth sign. A sense of calm can be achieved even in the roughest of seas if you have compassion for the waves. Cleansing subconscious emotions. Connect with the positive energy of the sun and see abundance radiate into your life. Warmth, happiness and success. And then we have this lovely energy. Decision, free will and judgment. And do you know what I really love about this? Is if you kind of melted all the snow, it would probably look like that in a way, you know? And we have 9 and 46, which is 10, 9 and 10. So there's a massive energy of like coming away from really cold situations that really don't effing serve you anymore. And they just are, you're unchaining yourself, and it will be uncomfortable, because it's kind of like that phrase of like the story of the horse. It's like, you know, you have like a post and you tie a horse up, it will just go literally like around the post, and then if you untie it, it will only go so far as where the post led it. So say if the rope is only like this long, it'll only go that far, and because it's used to going that far, so it has to kind of get used to, oh, I can have more freedom, I can go somewhere else, I can, you know, do something different. And that is your energy. It's like you're getting used to doing something different. but it will take a little bit of time for you to get used to it, because maybe you have been around a lot of narcissists, you've been around a lot of cold people, and you're now coming into where you're meeting a lot of people who are very new. And yes, it will be scary, especially if you're quite private or you've been through a lot of trauma. 100%, but those people, if they're the right people, they'll help you through that, and they'll help you get past all of that anxiety around meeting new people, because you don't have to be super confident to meet people. And even if you're an introvert, you might have really like bashed yourself for it. But I love this. Connect with the positive energy of the sun and see abundance radiate into your life, warmth, happiness and success. And a lot of you guys are bringing in a lot of new job opportunities for yourself, because it just feels like the right time. And we have confirmation of yes. So a lot of you guys are either water signs or meeting a water sign. But the numbers I feel like are really important too. So we have 9, we have 2, 3, which is 5, 20, which is 2, 33, which is 6, and 19. So those could be really significant numbers. Could be your age, it could be your door number, could be a significant number that's come up for you a lot, you know, all that jazz. So a lot of you guys, this is very random, but I'm seeing a lot of you guys are meeting somebody who has a uniform, or you have a father figure or a dad who wears a uniform. I just saw a male. It could even be somebody in the ethers, somebody I'm picking up on, like a grandpa or a granddad. It feels like a male, quite a masculine male actually, who is wearing a uniform. It feels like an army, or like a maybe not navy, army, something like that. But they're just showing me like this uniform, and they're coming home, something like that. I don't know what that is, but it feels as if the person you're meeting may have a parent who was away a lot, or may have had a parent or grandparent or great-grandparent who's in the war, and for some reason that's been brought into the relationship. Maybe they have a lot of photos with this person, maybe they have like medals or something like that. It feels really, really nice. It feels like this person, there may be also, if you are wanting a relationship, this person is going to be a lot like that person that I just described. So they're going to be somebody who's really caring, and they look up to this person a lot. So say if it's like a partner, they're going to have a lot of photos of maybe their granddad, and they may be a lot like their granddad. They may be a lot like that person. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of you guys might be looking into your ancestry as well, in terms of like seeing, you know, where you came from and things like that. You could be meeting somebody who is a lot like, very, very similar to your culture, whereas maybe you kind of maybe went away from your culture, or the other way around. You may have been really interested in people who have the same kind of cultural aspects of you, but now you're kind of coming away from that. Depending on just where you are, guys, everyone's completely different. So, okay, so you're most likely going to manifest a Cancer, Aries, Scorpio, or Capricorn. You could be any of those signs. You guys are really having a massive realization about yourself. It feels quite uncomfortable, but it feels very revealing and good. It feels like you're going to be much more comfortable. It feels like it has to be uncomfortable before it gets comfortable. I'm seeing you guys like ice skating, and you know when you ice skate or rollerblade for the first time, your legs are really shaky and you're like, I don't know if I can do this, I don't know if I can do this. That's literally you. Like you're on that frozen ice and you're like, I don't know if I can fucking do this, I don't want to do this, but you finally do it and you feel really good. And I feel like this is you stepping into the parts of you that you push down early on in life, possibly your sense of self-worth or your interests, things like that. It could even be something really small. It could be you really want to start an art career, but it could be a really big deal for you, especially if you've been bashed or told you're not good enough, especially by teachers. I've heard that so many times, that people have been told like they're bashed, they get bashed by their teachers. It's like, why was that person a teacher? Like, honestly. Anyway, okay. First of all, this person who you're possibly going to be connecting to, or this could be you, looking at things from a higher perspective and seeing things like not of the society. So you're kind of seeing things like from far away, and the moon is really nice. This person or you could be moon dominant, so you could be a Cancer moon, you could be Cancer sun rising, you could have a very strong connection to the moon. So each moon phase could be really significant in this relationship because it affects you very personally, especially if you have a period or you have ovaries and you have your period. It could really affect how your mind works and how your stomach and your information in your body works. It's like the way your body works is very like connected to the moon and things like that. Okay, I'm hearing go over the waves. Like be very I feel like you need to kind of look at the moon. If you ever feel like off, have a look at the moon and see where it is in at that time, because the moon changes every 2 days. Guys, I did this again. I did this in the second part. I literally forgot the main energy. Guys, I'm so sorry. Okay. Oh my God, forgive me for that. Right, so the main energy in your love life right now is learning stuff you really don't want to fucking learn. This is the old man of the planets. He's annoying, he is grumpy, but he knows all. He's very, very wise, and he rules Capricorn. So you could be going for a really big acceleration in your career. You could be learning a fucking ton. You could even be going for a Saturn return right now. Most likely you'd be 30 or around that age. But also you're going to be learning a lot of timing. So you're learning how to let go of timing. You'll learn to cut off things that just are not good for you. And you're also staring at things right in the face. So any conflict, you're looking at it and you're getting more comfortable with it. You're getting more comfortable with sitting with yourself. You're getting more comfortable with learning about yourself, being free of any past trauma. There's a lot of like massive recognition. Get the words, Vicky. And then we have with the Saturn, it's like, it has to take a little bit of time of you to learn how to integrate a lot of this stuff, but it's worth it. Okay, you could have had a lot of karma in one section of your love life as well. Could be with friends, could be with partners, co-workers, authority figures, something like that. Okay, so last thing, we're going to get to some months of the year. Whoops. We have July. Whoops. We have March. Some of you guys like roller skating. I keep getting like rollerblading, skating, something like that. Let's get, do we want one more? Yeah, let's get this one. And September. Could be significant months for you. We also have May underneath. There may be somebody you know who has a birthday in May as well, could be. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you would like a private reading, all my information is down below. Please message before purchasing, as my rates can change and my availability. Crystal shop is down below where I have these rings. Have a lovely day and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye. Hello, group number 4. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get started with your reading, my lovelies. So you guys chose the beautiful opalite. I'm seeing a lot of you guys feeling a little bit caged in. Like I feel like you're kind of in the crystal, like you feel like things are really foggy. I'm seeing like glass fogging up as well, and you're kind of like in a car and you're trying to like get rid of the mist so you can like drive, or I'm seeing like window wipers and you're trying to like wipe away something. It feels very foggy, like things feel really foggy at the moment where you are or how you're feeling. So we're gonna have a look into that. We'll see what comes up for you guys and see what's happening in your love life. So let's first start off with the tarot. So the main card you guys have is Vibrancy. Ooh, I love this. This is a field tarot, by the way, guys. Some of you guys might ask me, so we have the field tarot here. This was actually gifted to me by a lovely subscriber, so thank you to her. So we have the Queen of Wands, Vibrancy. Also, if any of you guys want to have a look at my wish list, I'm not saying to promote myself, but I literally feel like I need to say it. I do have a wish list, so if any of you guys want to get any cards for the channel, then please feel free to just have a look there. Sometimes they might be there, sometimes they're not. It depends on when cards come out and things like that, so just let you guys know. Okay, so Queen of Wands, Vibrancy. I really like this. This feels like a lot of freedom, which is quite funny because that's not what I was feeling from this crystal. So we'll have a look and see what she's kind of telling us here. I'm hearing I'm leading the way. I'm leading the way. Ooh, I like that depiction of the devil. I actually haven't seen this card yet. Ooh, I like him. He's cute. Okay, very like aesthetically pleasing, which my Libran part of my chart loves that. All right, Seven of Wands, Valor. I'm hearing like opening up, like things are opening up for you in terms of your love life. So what I'm feeling is a lot of you guys are getting a lot of exposure. You're getting like, you're being seen more. Coming out of your shell, it feels like something's trying to block it though. There might be some people you're still around who just don't fit your energy. This feels like family or friends. They don't feel like a sexual partner or someone intimate. Okay, beginning. So a lot of you guys are still kind of in the waiting period before meeting somebody. So I think for this group, I don't feel a lot of new partners coming in within the 6 months. It could be afterwards, but within the 6 months, I'm not really feeling it. I do feel like you guys have at least like a year or two to wait for somebody to come in. This feels like you're trying to figure something out. It doesn't feel like super clear. We got Vibrancy with the Queen of Wands, the Devil, Seven of Wands, King of Swords, Prince of Discs, Princess of Discs, the Seven of Swords. I am feeling you're kind of feeling something out. Like you're feeling things, you're doing one step at a time. So for any of you guys who've just felt like really uncomfortable, you are just really feeling things out. Also, my candle flame is really freaking going for it. She's like, yes. This is, your kind of passion for life is feeling a little bit blocked. It could be your sacral or your solar plexus is really feeling it. You could be getting a lot of pain in your in between your legs, so it could be like Kegel. Your Kegel as well if you're a female. I mean, I don't know if men have that either, but like a Kegel, kind of, you might need to do some Kegel exercises, especially if you've had babies. There's just something around like muscles in your body, so it could be like tension around your thighs, especially if you're a female, because females hold a lot of their energy in their thighs, or feminine, but mainly females do. I just feel like a lot of you guys are very stressed out at the moment, and what I'm feeling is there's definitely, a feeling out situation. This feels very unknown, so we're going to have a little look into the other cards. I'm feeling a little bit confused, so let's get a little bit more info. Can you just clarify this, kind of what's the future of this information, because it feels very kind of like in the present moment. So there is going to be some sort of change. Okay, so this does feel like I'm letting you go. I'm letting go of this situation. But it doesn't mean you're not going to fully let go of the person you're dealing with or somebody in your life. It just feels as if, I know what it is. Okay, so basically you could have a family member who you live with, who you have to kind of deal with them. And I know it's about love, but love is in all areas as well, like relationships and friendships and family. We all love in different ways for different people. I feel as if a lot of you guys have felt like you have to bulk yourself up and protect yourself mentally and physically or emotionally, because a lot of people around you, especially family or people who are most likely blood related, have caused you a lot of pain, and you're slowly coming out of that ancestral patterns, but you've suddenly realized it, so it might have just come at a confusing point. So you're basically dealing with it right now. So you're basically possibly doing a lot of shadow work. You're doing a lot of manifestation. You're basically doing things that maybe people have told you not to do, like your passions. If people tell you that, then basically they're not the right people, because so we have the moon. A lot of change with your emotional side. This feels very personal. It feels like it's a very personal thing for you in particular. So everyone's going to be dealing with this differently, but it's coming at a point where you are needing to really work on yourself, and you will most likely meet someone afterwards, but they're not going to be someone who is cut off from their emotions, because these people here are very cut off. We have the King of Swords and we have the Prince of Discs, and both of these people are really cut off. They feel as if like they don't really care about anyone else apart from themselves, like really selfish people. So if there's somebody in your life who just kind of pops into your mind that possibly is quite selfish for themselves, basically you're learning to kind of wonder how you're going to deal with it, but also you're changing the way you deal with them. So you're no longer kind of taking responsibility for how they're feeling, and you're not taking it on, and you're balancing out your love life. And most likely you're going to meet someone in the future who really fucking supports you. And I like how we have the tattoo around the heart area, because the heart chakra is in the back as well. So it's kind of like the back of the heart chakra there. So it's that feeling of connecting to somebody. And I also feel like you're learning to work with your, I know this is an 18+ reading, but you're working on your intimacy life. I'm trying to be very subtle, like your intimacy life, like when you're physically intimate with somebody, you're learning how to possibly, if you're not doing that anymore with people, you're doing it for yourself. You're also working on feeling confident and passionate, okay, without the feeling of having someone tying you down. Like I feel like every time you branch out, someone grabs and yanks you back. It feels very uncomfortable and dismissive. It feels like a sexual power empowerment. It feels like, a sexual disempowerment actually. It feels like they're using your passions against you, which feels disgusting, but it's you revealing something. I know this is quite heavy, guys, so of course this is only going to resonate with a few of you. So if it doesn't resonate, you can click off this video or pick another group, whatever you feel comfortable with. But it does feel as if you've recognized something, and you might have suddenly have a spiritual awakening, or an awakening about how you want to actually work around your life now. You might have really strong beliefs about something where your friends or your family just doesn't. And the one thing I'm going to say is, if you guys have suddenly have awakened, don't try to push your spirituality on everyone else. I know it's very exciting. I know a lot of people who awaken, they get really, really excited and they just want to share. And sometimes it's not the best thing to do. Of course, you do your life, you do whatever you feel comfortable with. But as just a pre-warning, some people might not like it, because if it's very triggering for them and they're not as awakened as where you are, it might be a bit triggering for them, and they might kind of lash out, or everyone's on a different awareness level. So it's just kind of, you guys are, I feel like, are accepting where other people are, but maybe those people aren't going to be on your journey for the rest of your life. And remember, family also is people who care about you, not just people who are blood related. So if you are around any toxic family members, Just remember that it will pass. You will get stronger around them, and you're going to recognize that most of your pain was not about you. A lot of it was to do with family trauma and things that possibly your parents have learned from the other parents, you know, stuff like that, out of no fault of their own. We also live in a very toxic society, so it's not really unusual that we kind of work with toxic people or are around toxicity, because we literally have pollution, artificial food, you know, war, killing, you know, all that. I'm not going to get political, but just do your best, okay? Get out in nature if you need to. That went really deep real fast, but what can we say? I'm a Scorpio sun, it's going to go there. So anyway, number 44, explore new territory, discover. I feel like some of you guys are getting some new spirit guides. If you guys been doing any meditation or spiritual work, also you might actually pick up a guide from somewhere. So if you've been working with like trees or plants, you might actually get a new guide that's going to help you do something with your life and career in terms of nature. You might be a florist, might work with botanicals, you might make your own beauty products, you might make essential oils, be a homeopath, something like that. But this is connected to your love life, because you're basically coming back to who you are, which is great. So a lot of you guys are going to meet someone new and you might have a coffee and kind of catch up and kind of have a chill time, which I love a good coffee. Coffee is amazing, especially when it's lactose free and sugar free. But yeah, so it feels really, really nice. I do feel as if this feels like a new person. They feel a little bit far away though. They don't feel like I can really get into their energy. So this might be somebody you haven't met yet. And you're going to meet soon, and I do feel like you're getting ready to try something new, just not there yet. So getting out in nature is going to really help you to clear your mind. You do need to clear your mind a lot, guys, because you're dealing with a lot right now. So make sure to fill up your cup and get help if you need to, okay? So there's definitely a lot of things disintegrating. It's good. But we have dreams as well. When you look for the deeper meanings within dreams, you uncover a part of yourself, your psyche. Information about yourself and others may be uncovered that goes ignored in waking life. Unravel, navigate and recall. This feels really actually quite fun, which sounds really strange because we've got like electrifying and like dreams. But what I'm seeing is your like things are suddenly like coming into your life, like Uranus energy. You know when you get like a sudden lightning and then you have thunder and it almost like it's like it makes you jump? That's this energy. It feels like, you know, you may not have anything happening right now, and then boom, suddenly something just goes, oh, okay. And maybe you can't trust it at first, but spirit has your best interest in mind and heart. 44, 3, 1, 16 and 42, so they could be really significant things. But basically you guys are possibly going through quite a big spiritual awakening, and it might be quite difficult because maybe you don't have a lot of people that you resonate with, but just letting you know, guys, you are on the right path. You're not going anywhere that you shouldn't be going, and you're definitely awakening to something new. Got the waning crescent. This is like the new section of you kind of coming into play, which is lovely. A lot of you guys are learning to do new things. I'm hearing like the Level Up song that came in group number 1, that level up, that one. I really don't like that song, but there it is. It's a good song though. So Level Up is all about you guys doing things where you are leveling up, a new career, driving for the first time. You could be even, I mean, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but opening a new bank account. It might be that you're trying to do some savings. I think a lot of you guys, if you are wanting to be in partnership or are going to be in partnership soon, you may open a bank account with your future partner. Most likely you're going to meet somebody when you have come out of this feeling and fear, because it has like the waning crescent, which is starting empathic and being more comfortable with where you are, feeling things out. I'm hearing a little bit of health issues, so this isn't anything bad, but if you are feeling it right now, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not and you're healthy, don't even worry about it. The cancer's coming out your shell, and also you could be meeting a cancer, and then you're moving through this feeling, and then you're meeting someone through fun and engagement, groups, career. You could be also a Libra. Somebody who you might meet also might be a relationship coach, or they might be really interested in relationships and connecting the dots with things like that. They might even be an astrologist, psychologist, numerologist, all the ists, all the good ists. Okay, so we have the 3rd house of intellect and the full moon. So this is just a massive awakening, things just changing and revealing themselves. And I feel as if when you start to research something for you and it feels really good, that is you coming into your purpose. And I definitely feel like love isn't fully in your life right now, because it's all about you right now. So I know this is a love reading, but I did feel there's going to be a couple of groups that might be more kind of information based, where it's more about you right now. But it doesn't mean you're not going to meet someone. You will meet someone very soon, but not as soon as I think you think it is. Okay, but remember to have more fun, guys. Remember to kind of schedule in fun for you, especially if you're somebody who's like a Virgo and just likes to go all the time, or someone who's very practical. Sometimes maybe that is not very comfortable for you. So the main card, I know I should have done this at the start, I keep forgetting to like bring this in, but the main card you have, guys, is Pisces. So Pisces is a really accepting energy. It's all about the psyche, and we did have that 4D of the dreams. So a lot of you guys are going to get a lot of information out of dreams. You're possibly meeting a Pisces. You're coming into Piscean energy where you're ending things, and you're bringing in a lot of like softness, empathy, and you might be getting a tattoo or meeting someone who's tattooed, or a musician or something like that. Pisces tend to always have a tattoo or love music. You know, it seems to be mainly the men, but a lot of women sometimes do too. You might even be dyeing your hair as well, so there's also some extra messages there. Okay, so let's get your last cards. Let's see what months of the year want to come out for you guys. We have July. Let's see what else we have. Pick up on Harry Potter. I'm picking up on Snape. Yeah, I'm hearing his really deep voice. I don't know why I'm picking up on that. Okay, so we have July, January and December, and underneath we have June. Lovely. So it could be your birthday at any of those times. It could be your person's birthday. It could be a friend's birthday. Something significant, guys. And I'm seeing also like a gathering, like around a fire or like in a restaurant. I feel like a lot of you guys could be having an event soon when you meet someone there. I'm hearing don't be afraid to have fun, don't be afraid to rest, and don't be afraid to try new things. I do feel a lot of you guys are buying new crystals as well that you think, I want it, but maybe it's not like so pretty, or maybe it's like, I don't know, I don't want to spend that money on myself, but I feel like it's actually really going to be very beneficial for you. That's not me promoting my shop. I see you guys with a crystal or like a tower or something like that, like something I feel like you're buying something and it just feels really right for you. So I'm hearing accomplishment as well. So thank you so much. I hope you have a lovely day. Rates are down below along with my crystal shop, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.